Look, the ASA is obviously doing what the ASA thinks is right. We occasionally have divergent opinions about that. I've been doing mobile in many countries around the world, and I think occasionally it's getting a little bit too nitpicky. But again, we have to respect that they are there and they exist. We certainly don't try to do anything that is, below the belt. We like to play above board. And quite frankly, I think a lot of the rulings we have seen, to me, honestly, are quite strange. In the second point, I think it is very important to have an advertising authority. I think it's something that is needed. But I also do think that we want to maybe look, how does this whole thing operate? Because in other countries you have the same thing. You have an ASA, sort of type of organization, but you have legal recourse. And that is something that we don't have here. So the ASA sort of operates in a law-free environment where they rule and whatever they say is the law. And I think that needs to be reviewed. Well, see, that's where I take, offense in a way, because I think it is very difficult for anybody who is not technical to rule on something as difficult as sort of advanced mobile telephone technology. It is things that other people simply say, well, we have to refer this to somebody who knows. And in the latest ruling, the ASA actually more or less said that physics are different in South Africa than the rest of the world. Now, I don't know where they get that from, and I'm not sure how they can judge that physics are different in this part of the world than in other parts of the world. So it gets very difficult, and it gets, quite frankly, a little bit irritating. I think the advertising industry in South Africa is probably well advised to look at how is this done in other countries, and have a little look at this and say, what would be the right way of doing it? And when you compare what is deemed misleading in this country to what is deemed misleading in Europe, I mean, we're talking miles apart. We're talking truly misleading a consumer into making a purchasing decision that he wouldn't want to. I don't think we have in any point tried to mislead the consumer in any way, shape and form. What we're doing is we're bringing high-speed internet to a country that prior to us entering this market has seen no competition, nor has it seen any movements on this front. Let's have a look what CellC has done. CellC has said, we want to bring the fastest possible technology to the country, which is, in other countries we are way ahead now in South Africa with that technology, way ahead of Europe, way ahead of other places. And I think that's a relevant bit, and that is benefiting the consumer. To nitpick on 21.6 or not, does it have to be on the package? Would somebody not understand that it's a maximum theoretical speed? To me, honestly, is not about misleading. It's about nitpicking and finding reasons to say this is not good. And quite frankly, predominantly this nitpicking comes from the competition.